Hey everyone, welcome to this video where I'm working on this BMW 2 Series, which is going to be pretty similar to the 1 Series that I've done before in terms of the front dashboard and everything, and possibly even the door cards as well. Let's jump in to have a quick look. As you can see, the door cards are pretty much the same as a normal 1 Series coupe, so they're a little bit longer but should be all good. The main one that we're going to be looking at doing is different is the rears. The rear quarter panel door cards is going to be the main thing to take off there. Yeah, I'm going to just dive into the car, strip apart the rear first, just to kind of get my head around all of that, see how long of a process that's going to be, and then start carrying on with the front. So fingers crossed it won't be too long of a day, but let's go. With the GoPro basically set up on my head, time to jump inside of this car. First up, let's take out the rear seats. Base, which isn't too difficult, and because I'm hoping, yes, this is good. I shouldn't need to take out the full seat because this just pops out, which gives you a good amount of access to everything over here. That means all of this just pops off. Perfect. Gosh, that was so easy compared to what it was like doing it on the Audi A5 that I worked on before. Gosh, this one seems to be a little bit more tricky, but right, time to get fully into demolition mode. Let's take off one of the door cards. This guy up here, pop this off. Got one screw in here, and for the bottom one just here, voila, T20 screws come out nice and gently. And we got one underneath here, one more here. Bada bing, bada boom. Take off the door handle one, unclip that. Oh, this guy just pops off nicely. Just need to start by getting underneath this trim. Put the handbrake back up. Take this guy off. Pre-facelift versions, the 1 Series there is, but on this car there isn't. But since I've got it off, I'm just going to take it off there. That's this guy all out. Got two T20s there. That's basically everything out on the center console area. Unscrew. There we go. So here's a little update with regards to some of the things I've done. Taken off the screws on this door, but left it on for the time being. Taken off the bottom panel underneath the dashboard. There's just two 10mm bolts on this side and same on the other. Removed this side panel just with the trim removal, just popped it out. Now I've started with the driver's door. I've drilled a hole just underneath here in this corner, fed the fiber optic tube through. Obviously I've trimmed it down so it's a little bit thinner, and then from here I'm just going to basically press this guy all the way in, so I can just cut it from the rail. What I'm going to do is get a little bit of double-sided tape. Don't need a huge amount of this, just enough for the corners. Put this on. I will end up doing the same on this side as well. There you go. That is the fiber optic all in place over here. So inside here, inside the kit, we've got the footwell lights, which I'll probably put into place very soon. I'm just going to leave that inside there. And the command light as well will need to come out. Make sure it's all nice and tight and fit this in. There we go, this is the connector. That's it all on there, nice and tight. Inside of the kits as well, these Velcro straps, which is actually brilliant. You can just stick this on and then stick it on the door somewhere, but if you ever need to change it, it comes off. So, you know, it's a removable item still. Now, with the location of where I'm going to tap into the wires, it's going to be closer to here. So, I think that looks good. It's not in the way of anything. And it's in a discreet enough location. So, if that's there, yep, I can pop this in here. It's better to make sure than not. Now, what I like to do a little bit extra here, if I just grab a little bit of tape to kind of stick the excess cable into place, and it'll just stop it from flapping around loads. That's the driver's door card pretty much done. We'll do the same to the passenger door in a moment. And now it's just about tapping into the wires on the actual door. So instead of always tapping into the wiring here, you can actually tap into the wiring a little bit further up. It can make life a little bit easier and less stressful. Red and grey as the live and the brown as the earth. Just expose a little bit of it. Reason why I do this instead of just getting the pliers to squeeze onto the T connectors is you make sure that you've got a good connection there. Let's see, can I get this one to fit on? Oh, it fits on nice and snug. Now for the brown, might need the blue connector, yeah. That's this side all done up now. So up next we'll be putting the door back together on here, get this out of the way and do the same to the other door. Connect this guy up. From here what I like to do is just first connect the ambient lighting points. And connect that. Put that through there. Get this guy on. Line everything up. There we go. So here is where I'm at the moment. Basically, I've got this wiring, which is basically speaker wire, which is similar thickness to the ambient lighting wiring that I need. And what I'm going to basically do right now is just here, the cigarette lighter, or yeah, the extra port here. Brown is earth, red and yellow is live. That's going to power the ambient light that's going to go across the dash, but also for the rear. So what I'm going to do is take this thread underneath all across the trim. So let's go. Let's start off with the earth. Be able to connect it up like so. Connect that guy in for there. And then this, I can just run across. Let's get it underneath this trim panel. Right. Jeez. The difference a little bit of lighting can make. I should be able to just slide this underneath. Gotta make sure it goes behind the seat belt, but yeah, that's live enough for the rears. Let's get the footwell lights in. I'm gonna separate it, so we've got 2 long and 2 short. Put those 2 to go on over there. These 2 will be coming with me over on this side. Good thing with this car is it doesn't have the rear vents, which means putting these cables through is nice and relatively simple. So from here we've got the cigarette lighter port, which is going to be used for live and earth, and just inside here we will have the red and grey wire as well for the live. So everything will turn on with just the headlights. So I'm going to get another set of T connectors put onto this. Get access to some of the wiring here. This part is always a little bit worrying. So there's the red and grey. So all the central wiring is now complete. I can look at connecting these two up together now. So the earths I'm going to keep joined together, and the lives are going to be done separately. Right, this one gets connected here first. We'll connect up next for the strip that's going to go across. So this one's going to be in here. Let's do the rears next. So here's what I'm looking at. So we're going to have the wire coming from here, go across. We can actually go back out of the car and we can get some ambient lighting fitted. I think we should have it going across this strip just here. That's perfect. Now then, that should be all good. I'm gonna prepare these guys now. Thinking of where to connect this, maybe into that hole, which nothing really goes through on in here. So I think this will fit in here, and I can get the wires to come up, snip it here, join them up nicely, and then that will be that door basically complete. I can do the same on the other side and just connect it up to that part. So refit everything back onto the rears, and that's it, it's all done. Having a quick look, that looks so clean. But right, time to basically get the footwells into the right places on the front and rear. So it's going to be underneath the seats for the rear footwells and underneath these pieces on the front. So the strip's going to come up and across down here. We've already got the ambient lighting ready, and get the other one going across there, which we've already wired up. So first up, let's tackle a fairly simple job of the front footwell lights. So we want to take this one across over this way. There we go. So that now means whenever you move the seat around, it won't mess it up. There it is. We just want to feed this across. The excess wiring, just tape it all up together or cable tie it. Want to look at adding one of the sticky pads to this as well, just to make sure it doesn't end up moving around. That should hopefully be all right. That's that footwell all done on this side. The 10mm bolts back in shortly. Let's do the other side. Pretty much the same thing on this side again. So that's that one all done. This panel is completely wrong, so that's not good. So I'm just having to remove this guy off, just using that, and then you just gotta pull it apart a little. There's 4 little clip points. I'm just gonna use the help of my trusty tool. So that's the old one off and the new one on, and there we go. That's back on. Yeah, it just didn't look that different from when you first look at them two next to each other, but obviously when it comes to installing it back on, you realize quickly that there is a difference, and it's only the fascia of it that's different. Right, let's get the center console back on. So this does go on first. Before we put this on, I need to put the fibre optic tube onto this guy. Let's do it for you there. It'll just make life that little bit easier. You just gotta find its little sweet spot. And apply a little bit more in these 2 points just to make sure it stays there a little bit nicely. Now you could probably use glue, but I would advise against that, because unless you get it right bang on perfect straight away and leave a glue residue somewhere or another. Right, Time to get the final strip in place, going all the way across the dash, and we can call it a day. So we're gonna start off from this end over here, slot that into place. Now we are gonna have it coming through. Now jump back into the car. Gotta get it going across and along. Right, I'm gonna turn off all the lighting in the garage. Now it is daytime, so it's not gonna look as dark in the garage as I would have liked it to, but it'll still look good. It'll still show off the ambient lighting. So let's have a look. Here it is, everyone. All completed, fully working off your phone. Let's have a look at the rears. But that's it, everyone. That's all done and dusted for this video. I hope you all did enjoy it. I hope it was something nice and different, a bit more point of view for you all. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and giving the video a thumbs up. If you think I could have done anything differently, leave it in the comments down below. But for now, everyone, I will see you all in the next video. Peace out. Bye.